Hello. Welcome to the Leeds house. And you're with me from films like Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Uncle Buck. And I was a bit in there, Home Alone 2. It's me, John Candy. And all I want to do right now is teach 4 Jamaicans how to bobsled. Anyway, we ain't got Kev today, but who we have got is just as special. How you doing, Dan?
Well, I'm not erect anymore, if that's any consolation. It's long gone after that performance.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm good,
it
mate.
was
Thank you.
good. I'm glad you're good, mate, because a lot of us are suffering after yesterday's game, should I say. How did that happen?
The only logical explanation, mate, is a group of witches got round the cauldron and jinxed us. That's the only explanation I can think of. Or, in my opinion, he picked Cooper over Rodon. But that's just me. An average
That
United.
sorry, mate. That was there's a big call. I understood it from sort of like, from the Watford game. I didn't agree with it, but I understood it. I was like, all right, okay, you don't want to change your winning team, but within 2 minutes it was proved to make that was a mistake they did. What can you do about it? There was still a lot of game to go after that. So although it did
Yeah,
set us up for a bad start, go on.
it's never good to concede in the second minute of football. I mean, I've watched the highlights back today because psychologically I blocked it out, and I just as soon as that third one went in, I was like, right, okay, I need to prepare myself for some trauma today. But just to add to the rest of it, 35 years of being a Leeds United fan, and it's just slots in on the shelves in my brain somewhere. But that first goal, if we're going to go back to the beginning, because it was so early on.
Yeah.
It's a combination of things like people not pressing, and if you look, Cooper doesn't see Armstrong. He's just completely in the dark. He steps up, but then you've got about 20 meters away from him, 15 meters. You've got Ampadu, who should be shouting at Cooper. Armstrong's round the back of you, and it's very Coopery, isn't it, for him to step up, and Armstrong gets the run in, and then next thing you know, we're 1-0 down, and we shouldn't be that. It's rubbish.
Yeah, it was. I think I've noticed that about us, to be fair, in a lot of the games this season, where we start a little bit slow. We don't, we're not out at it from the start. And it takes us a while to sort of build up a head of steam, and then we just start steamrolling teams. And today yesterday, I keep saying today. Yesterday they massively took advantage of that. And then happy-headed Cooper trying to press when he didn't need to. He was trying to get involved when he didn't need to. But yeah, you're right. There were people behind him who could have shouted, like Strike was behind him, Ampadu as well. But he's just got caught out of position, and then as soon as he's made that step forward, Armstrong's went. Nice one. Good finish as well, to be fair to him, because it's on a tight angle. It was a good finish. When that happens, within 2 minutes, it just makes you go, fuck's sake, here we go. Because they were right up for it, weren't they? You could tell.
Oh, yeah.
Right up for it.
Yeah, I think this would be the catalyst for them now, knowing that if they can sink 3 past us. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you've got Leicester who's flying, you've got Ipswich who just keep coming back somehow. And they're making it tough for us to climb that ladder. But if we're playing like this, we were saying on Friday on mine that how full of confidence we are. We're going to batter them 4-0. And, and we had every right to, because we had 4 clean sheets. And hadn't conceded any until this, for the whole month of September, until yesterday. But I just couldn't believe it when we were 2-0 down after like 25 minutes or something like that. I was like, surely not. We can't, because I was late watching the match, and it came through on my phone after 2 minutes, and I was like, nah, that's a mistake. I said it all wrong. But it's just a combination of things. Like, we're having to compensate for Cooper going at left centre back, and Strike over to the right. But Strike's better at left centre back. We should have just thrown Rodon back in. Like you say, he should have brought Rodon back in. But I get why you did it. You put Cooper in for the continuity, and don't change a winning team sort of thing. But it causes problems straight after that goal. When we're trying to play out. Strike's not confident on his right foot enough. But then you've got Kamara, who's not triggering the counter press. He's not coming deep for the ball to turn to pass to Byron. If you look, there's about 30 seconds where he's just still, and then Ampadu goes in, but he's not deep enough. And then so he has to go back to Melia, and that's where mistakes happen because they trigger the press and we panic.
Yeah, I thought what they did very well yesterday was overloading us when we were trying to press. They always had an extra man to find, and they was bypassing us quite easily. I mean, it didn't look like we were really fucking putting it in, to be honest with you. We're a bit half-assed, but they were finding it easier to get out. And when that happens, it's like a big chunk of our sort of attacking threat when we're doing that. It put us on the back foot, and it meant that we weren't making inroads towards goal. And I thought like the four forwards yesterday weren't great. I thought they were poor, to be all of them, to be fair. Little moments here and there where we knocked it about quite well, but we didn't really create anything. And it's shit when you come off the back of four games the way we did. But it is expected. And I did say that in a tweet, like, this is still early in our sort of evolution of this style. Farke's come in. We've still got better players to come in when they're back from injury, like i.e. Jed Spence. I don't think their second goal happens with him in. And obviously Rodon being in as well. I don't think the first goal happens. So the best thing you can do is when you're not attacking very well is be strong defensively. And when you're not attacking very well and give a goal away after 2 minutes, it's going to set you up for a bit of a shitty game, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, so you go on to that second goal. Who's it? The guy, old chap,
small bone,
another blade, 2 extra scoring there. He should have been sent off, shouldn't he, as well?
I was just about to say, mate, he should not have been on the pitch. He had about 4 chances, all 3 of them of which are yellow card offences. He tugged him back.
Yeah.
The ref, he must have pictures of him in his locker, small bone, because he got away with literally murder. But that second goal, that was just a farce as well. Like Chris Somerville just running parallel to him, not staying tight to him.
Yeah.
And he had all the time in the world just to place it in the far corner. Granted, he comes up the post, but he had all day. Do you know what I mean? And the thing, like, it was just totally unmarked. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't even a sprint. It was just a casual jog.
Strolled in, didn't he? He's just strolled in there.
Strolled in like he was just.
That's what's happened to us. Like the past few seasons, like we've had people just running through us and scoring goals. Then that whole fucking thing where someone just walks into the box, and we've got defenders there. We've got people that can pick them up. They just walk into the box and they're free and they can score. And it fucking does my head in when that happens. I'm like, why aren't you just looking and saying there's a player coming, stand in front of the cunt? But it frustrates me.
It's very frustrating because you know why? It's shades of last season for me.
Yeah,
it's just basic stuff. Follow you like Chris Somerville.
Yeah,
he was running. He should have been tied to his man, and he had all the time in the world just to go in and just pass it in. The ball just trickled in. Do you know what I mean? They had a bit of pace on it, but it just trickled in, and it was just so like, oh my god, just could not believe it, and just. It's night and day, isn't it? It's just night and day from last weekend.
Yeah. But we expected some sort of fight back from Southampton after their recent fucking games, playing against us as the best team in the world, obviously. They're gonna wanna, they're gonna wanna like put on a show for the home fans and try and get a result out of it. And to be fair to them, they did. They fucking got about us, and we struggled. We struggled, especially first half. Really, really struggled to get a foothold in the game. I thought second half we were better, but still struggled to really create any clear-cut openings. And then obviously Magic Strout scores a goal. But Yeah, it's just a shit game.
Yeah, well, I think that's putting it lightly, mate. I think they did to us what we should have done to them. I thought we were half of the yard off the press. The passing was slow, and we were far too patient when we had the ball. But it's just I'll go back to Kamara again. I'm not saying he had a
Yeah.
really bad game. I'm just saying there were times where he did activate the counter press by coming in deep and then switching it to Byram, and then we've spread the pitch, and then they don't know where to go. But there's times where we just stood there and he didn't move. But I'm not a tactician by any means. In fact, my tactics goes as far as command and conquer. For those elder statesmen among us, that's a very old game. But it's just like the third goal. If you don't mind me going on to it,
Huh?
Like both runners go with like Dan James and Jamie Shackleton. They both go with the runner, which creates. Is it Suleimana? Is it who had Shaq on toast? He had all this space just open up for him because they both went for him. They both went for the runner, and then somehow he picks out Adam Armstrong, who's on the other side of the box, and he turns Byram inside out like a pair of old pants, and just a bit of bad luck in there because maybe he gets a leg to it. It is a good save, yeah. It will go in wide, but Strike being Strike, he's tried to move out of the way, and it would have gone wide, but it's just unfortunate. Just trying to get the goal off and give him a strike.
Trying to get a hat trick, wasn't he?
Man.
But yeah, it was just what it felt like. It was that they, like as I said earlier, with the when we were trying to press, it seemed like they always had a man extra, and even when they moved onto midfield. It felt like Ampadu and Kamara was getting overrun in there, and I don't know what they were doing in terms of getting that extra man, but they were doing it well, and it overbeared us a little bit, and we just sort of couldn't deal with it. As I said, I thought we were better second half. We got a bit more grip on them defensively, and we had probably better attacking than them in the second half. But again, it was just I still had hope. I still sat there thinking, we're going to just turn it on in a minute and smash them and get that 4-3 like back in the day. But I think it was like before the game was started, and I seen Ruta shooting and he missed every single shot while he was on the telly. I think Beckford was like, oh, as long as he doesn't do shooting like this today. And I don't think he had a shot, did he, Ruta? Whole game?
Do you know, it was one of them games, wasn't it? It was just... Yeah. We have to remind ourselves that this is the Championship, the hardest league to get out. And you do, I mean, look at Man City, they lost yesterday. They were crazy. That's like when we beat them with 10 men. I don't think that happens again.
That was better. We did it better. Sorry.
We did it better in a better kit. It's just we're going to have results like this. We're 9 games in and we've won 2 losses. So it's not, it could be worse. It could be Sheffield Wednesday. You know what I mean, it could be bothering Owls all weekend, but we're not.
That's
it, bother Peacocks instead.
We just need a bit of perspective, don't we? I think again, it's that whole, oh no, it's shit. Everything's shit again. Oh, we're never gonna catch Leicester. They're miles ahead. I'm like, yeah, they are, but like you say, it's 9 games in. But they're gonna win every single game. We've got to play them twice. Someone will take points off them. It's fucking ridiculous.
The thing is, we've been Leeds United. We have so much trauma and triggers, don't we? It's just, Leicester are doing well, but they've still got to play the same amount of games we do. They're having a good time, though. Yeah, that's right, but we're not even at Christmas yet. Do you know what I mean? No. A lot of people have said, "All right, Leicester, give it them." Everyone said that about Arsenal. Everyone said that about Liverpool. I mean, granted, they're 2 top teams in the world, but look at we're at QPR after 15 games. They were in the top 3. Were it last season, QPR? Sure it was. But I don't know because we were Premier League last year. So exactly. I just remember QPR were doing well until that weirdo took over who thinks he's a biker. What's his name? With the long hair and he's always...
Ainsworth.
Jacket. Ainsworth, yeah.
He was like he's just like come out of the pub. Like...
like he used to play in a band
Shit band. He's played the maracas or something.
The tambourine lights.
But we better not take the piss out of him. We're playing him next.
Yeah, watch fucking hell later. We'll get tambourined on Wednesday, won't we? I was absolutely shocked, flabbergasted when there were no changes at half time.
Again, yeah, I agree. You probably should have made, but his reasoning for it, like how bad they were. We haven't been that bad all season. We haven't played that bad all season. Everything was just off, and I think he wanted to like go and fucking put it right. Do you know what I mean? I understand. I don't agree with it. Again, like yourself, I think he probably should have made changes. I think he definitely probably should have brought Rodon on. But I also understand the reasons why he didn't. And we have got another game on Wednesday, so making them wholesale changes. Yes, you want to affect that game and change it, but the players that we had out weren't terrible, and we could have still won that game, right? That Cooper's not made us lose that game. He's not helped us win it. He hasn't lost us that game, and I think we tend to like picking scapegoats, don't we?
Yeah.
And well, it's all Cooper's fault. No, there was still like fucking 88 minutes after he fucked that goal up for us to put it right, and we didn't really offer anything going forward. So yes, Cooper was bad, but the forwards weren't great either.
No, I mean I've got some stats here. So we had 53% possession.
Yeah,
we 82% passing accuracy. So 450 out of 547 passes. We had 5 of 15 shots on target, and we had Amelia made 2 of 5 saves, whatever that means.
Conceded 3 and saved 2.
Yeah, exactly.
What that means.
That's my. Like I said, I'm not a tactician. I don't know these fancy words like saves and percentages. I'm just
numbers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not educated like you folks there down south. They had 4 yellow cards. One of them should have been bloody red.
Yeah,
Bloody Voldemort using his Expelliarmus curses and shit.
Where's your nose, you prick?
That's what I mean, and it really annoyed me because it was just I knew that we were better than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about it. That's the good thing about that is that we know that it wasn't as good as we are. It was just like a shit game. As a learning curve, we're probably going to have more of them in this season. It's going to happen. I mean, look at Bielsa. That first fucking 10 odd games that we were flying, and then we played West Brom, and they absolutely smashed us, didn't they? We lost 4-1 that game. So it happens, mate, and we'll bounce back. We'll bounce back on Wednesday and win about 40-0.
Nah, 41.
41, yeah. Good shout, mate. 41.
And
be an odd number.
Barker is going to go over to Ainsworth, pull his leather jacket over his head, and do that.
They'll have a hair off.
Punch him, those listeners. Yeah, have a hair off. A L'Oreal off.
And then Ailing will try and walk in and go, fuck off, Ailing, you're not involved, mate.
Because I inverted. I keep doing French. I keep doing a French accent for Barker. It's just...
Oh, I thought you was doing Ainsworth.
No, that'd be more like, hey, I'm worth it, me. I don't know where he's from, but I'm assuming it's Yorkshire.
I've got a tambourine stuck in my ass.
Oh, that's the triangle. And that of his knob. The big Albert.
So,
X-rated podcast.
So I'm not as like suicidal as a lot of the fans I've seen recently.
Yeah,
it is mad. It is mad when you read them, read some of the things that Leeds fans are saying and that. And so, just fucking chill out, mate. Just look at the bigger picture. Yeah. Look at the whole situation that's going on. These games are going to happen. They will happen. Southampton are not a shit team. They've been playing shit, and they've been being beaten, but they're not a shit team. They've got good players. it was going to be a matter of time before they hit a team and beat a team. Unfortunately, it just seemed to be us. But by no means was that us and how we're going to be for the rest of the season. We're going to win every other game.
That's it. We've only allowed 2 losses in a season, and we've hit them. So it's impossible.
Get them out of the way, Ellie.
Going full Radrazani, it's impossible to lose anymore.
Yeah. Get Adam Forshaw back. Bring him back.
Yeah,
we'll be sweet.
Yeah, the love. Just don't even put his name on his shirt. Just put the love out emojis back on there. That'll be it. They'll be sussed. But they've got Stoke and Rotherham next, so they're much easier in the game against us. And we've got QPR and Bristol, I think.
Do you know what I remember? I remember whenever we used to play for Bielsa, when they used to play, and a team used to do well against us, I used to always see what their next result was after us. And more often than not, they'd struggle because of the effort they would put into playing against us. I wonder if it'll be the same for them, Southampton. But I don't know. To be fair, they didn't really have to do a lot to beat us on Saturday. So
I remember watching the 15-minute mark, and I remember thinking, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They were just all over us.
Yeah.
Like a tramp on chips. They just didn't want to. When they triggered the press, they knew as soon as he got to strike that he's not as good as or confident, and into a little gap, into a little cul-de-sac, if you will. And he just had he could either play it back to Millier and we'd start again, or he'd hit it up and he'd lose the ball because we're just covered in red shirts. I just hope, my fear now is that other teams don't use that as a blueprint to try and beat us. We like in the second half, they just like a low block, and we just can't seem to. We're missing that creative player, aren't we? That to break down that low block. Because as soon as a team implements a low block, we've seen it against Sheffield Wednesday. We just couldn't get through them. We're just frustrating. They were happy to sit back and take the point. But if you look at their results, they've got the worst joint start in Championship history, I think now.
Yeah, I don't think defensively it was that fucked us up yesterday. I mean, it didn't help. Their defense didn't fuck us up. I think that early goal that we conceded massively psychologically played into us a little bit because we knew how bad they've been and we knew how good we've been. And I think once they scored within 2 minutes, it was like, what? Shit? Fuck? Huh? And then they were comfortable from that point. There weren't really any moments in that game where we had them stretched. We got into positions at times, but just it's this little getting the ball in early quick enough and having shots off quicker. It's just there seems to be this hesitantness to do it at the moment. But that early goal, it just made things shit, didn't it, Dan?
It rocked us. We were on the ropes at 2 minutes. 2 minutes we were on the ropes. It's just communication throughout the game as well. Just lack of communication. Yeah. Dan James and Shaq on that right-hand side, both going with the runner. So the manager cuts the side and then pings a ball to Armstrong. And then it's Cooper and Ampadu. Ampadu should have... I think in Cooper's defence, Ampadu should have... Because Ampadu were ball watching, he should have been shouting at Cooper. Runner, runner, runner. But Cooper should have been aware, like looking over his... He saw Armstrong running with him. He just kept it back to him. But that's what Adam Armstrong's really good at, is coming off the defence. And fair play to him, it were a good goal.
Yeah, he just ran into the space that was left by Cooper. Just got attracted to the ball like a fly. Fly to shit.
You'd expect Millier to save that, though. I mean, he waited for Millier to commit, but 9 times out of 10, I think he saves them,
Yeah, you'd like to, but it's one of them shots that you sort of expect them to sort of fire it a lot low along the floor, or maybe even get a fucking CFO runner that's coming in the box. But I don't think because of the angle they expected that he was going to dink him from that point, because it was fairly tight to do that, to attempt that shot that he did. So
cheeky.
It just, it was a good finish, and it massively caught Meslier off guard. I don't really knock Meslier for anything that happened yesterday.
No.
Some of the did you see some of his punches yesterday? They were nearly reaching the halfway line, like the cross is coming in. I was like, he's improved on that as well. I mean, I don't hold Melier at fault for anything yesterday.
There was that one dodgy catch right at the beginning.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about. Yeah, he's allowed one a game.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. But I can't really. Stroud played well considering he was on the right. Did okay. He does struggle, especially when we're trying to move quickly. When we're trying to move it around quickly around the back to sort of, like we go one side and then we move it to the other side. When he's having to come back onto his left foot to do it, it slowed us down a little bit. I can't really think of anyone else that played well at all, to be honest with you.
I think
Andy did okay.
Yeah, Rutter played well in.
He tried. He was trying his eyes out, but they were booting shit out of him. They weren't letting it get away.
Yeah,
probably had
they'd done the homework.
Yeah, they absolutely. He actually started pulling out right wide, didn't he, to try and influence the game a bit more near the end.
Do you like Farkas subs, right? Are you screaming at the telly? It's like make a sub, like me? Because the first sub was at 73 minutes.
Yeah, in the game you do, because you just you're reacting to the situation, aren't you? You're reacting to the gameplay, and you're thinking, "Oh, do something needs to happen, something needs to change." So you just but after the game when I finished, I'll just like you look at me personally. I just have to look at it. Sorry, can you still hear me?
Is that your drum set? But by feet?
Yeah, you can. So I'll bang my microphone. After the game, you've just got to leave him to it. Like, he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna make bad decisions in terms of when he makes substitutions, but he's gonna do times when he pulls it off and he makes the right decisions. But you've got to leave him with that. There's no point after every bad decision that he makes is hounding him out for it. Blah blah blah. Oh, your shit, you should have made it. He probably knows he should have made substitutions at a certain time. He probably knows that he should have probably started Roden instead of Cooper. He knows all these things. He's not an idiot. But he's human. Sort of. I think he's human anyway.
So get off his back, everyone. Especially you, Danny. Get off his back.
I'm a fan. I'm a super fan of Leeds United, and like even when we've been shit, right? Last season when we were shit, and I knew that we weren't going to win, but in the back of my mind I was like, yes, we're going to do this. We're going to win this. There's going to be something happen, and we're going to be amazing. But I can never shit on them too much, to be fair. Especially this season. It's just too early.
It all boils down to, at the end of the day, we're Leeds United fans, and as the song goes, ups and downs, isn't it? But there were times...
It's how we bounce back. It's how we bounce back.
It's the comeback is better than the setback and all that kind of stuff. That motivational... I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
Jesse Marsh's already got one of them.
By the way, the USMT fans are back. They just won't leave us alone, mate. It's like an insane X. I've seen them all over.
Maybe they should go and save all their energy for making Tyler Adams better, because he seems to be broken again.
After one game, and he's out for and I quote, lengthy period of time.
It's a Leeds effect.
Have you seen the Sinistera thread on Twitter?
Yeah.
Some lads made all the mistakes, and one of them led to a goal.
Yeah. Oh, bless him.
I love this is what I love about our fan base. We might be miserable from our results, but we can always take pleasure in other people's misery. Do you know what I mean? Scum got beat, Liverpool got beat by VAR and all that, mate. Oh,
fucking Everton. Did you see Everton?
Oh, against Luton as well. I saw a tweet
at home.
Says, one Everton fan said, if we lose these chances, I'll burn my season ticket. So you don't have a season ticket anymore, does he?
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You're going down. I'd love it if Everton, Bournemouth went down. I'd love it, and we went up.
Oh, mate, do you know what? With Luton winning, that throws a spanner in the works, because that puts more pressure on Everton. And I'm flying that flag of Everton relegation. I want them so much, because I don't think I've ever seen a team avoid relegation by the skin of their teeth so many times, mate.
I know, yeah.
But what pisses me off as well with the Premier League this season is guaranteed teams to go down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was about 8 last season for us. It's like an absolute anomaly. That about at one point it was 10 teams could have gone into relegation zone in one weekend.
Yeah. But it was sort of set up for like the 3 that went up to go straight back down. But I think probably Burnley would be the ones I'd be like, okay, maybe they might have a bit of a chance. But I've not really seen anyone to make that judgment, to be fair. I'm just glad Luton beat Everton.
If you look at our league, no one would have put Preston in third.
No.
20 points.
I hate when you say our league. It's not our league. We're just visitors.
Sorry, this league that we're on loan in, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not getting relegated. We're going up. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But there's a massive gap between third and second. Fourth and third. But like I say, it's a long season. And
it is.
It's a long season. Like, I know as Leeds United fans, we are, especially Twitter, they're very reactive. And I try not to be very reactive on my account because it's got me in trouble a few times. And I go outside and I take in the air, listen to the birds sing, and then shoot them because I'm not fuming. I don't really, in case RSPCA is listening.
You don't. He doesn't eat pigeon every night for his dinner. I swear to God.
It's full of protein. Rat protein.
Yeah, mate, you're right though. It's just a game. It's just a game that we've lost, and we will lose more. We will. It's gonna happen, but I've still got every faith that we'll be up there at the end, top 2, even champions. There's nothing to say that we won't win it now, even though we are like how many points we are behind Leicester now? About 12, 11. Who gives you shit? Just see where we are in December.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just trying to find what Burnley went up with.
Sanity.
Yeah. So how many games did Burnley lose? I mean, I know they went on a massive run.
Sheffield United lost about over 10 games, didn't they? And they went up.
Yeah. They went up. Sheffield United, went up on when they did the year that we lost in the playoffs. But even then, there wasn't anything special. It was just we handed it to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Wigan. Fucking Wigan.
Yeah, I was at that game. I remember distinctly shouting at Alioski because he played a pass to Harrison or whoever it was, and it was too hard and it went out for a goal kick. And I remember standing up and going, what's that? And I didn't realise there was a little girl in front of me, and she turned around and went, you're swearing. So I was like, oh, sorry. But I remember when, oh my God, that really did me. I did that.
Yeah, that game, man. Fucking hell, that game was terrible. Oh, even going back to when we had Thomas Christensen in charge, we were on it. We were the top for the first 8 or so games, weren't we?
Yeah, it went really well at the beginning, didn't it?
And then it
went really well. And then I just remember being at the game and we were singing, "You don't know what you're doing." Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, it's what I mean. Good managers know what happens when it's bad, and it goes bad. Go on.
Do you remember when he got appointed? I was like, who? Thomas who?
Hello, I'm Thomas Christiansen. Cyprus. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to ask Victor Otto.
I want to make a substitution. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he actually speaks like that on the sidelines. Maybe he's got a really deep voice.
Bless him.
Maybe that's his media voice. Hello. Pick a new one. So QPR next, mate. QPR. Oh, go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
Burnley. So in the Championship, their home record was they drew 6, lost 1, and won 16. Away they won 13, drew 8, and lost 2. So we've got
They
one
lost,
to play with.
they lost three
Got
or
three,
something.
lost 3 all season, but
We've
they
got
drew.
one more.
They drew 14. So
Okay.
we've got leeway, mate. We've got leeway. Easy.
We've got plenty of leeway, even with that. I mean, we could probably lose a couple more and we'd still be up there, I think. I think this
Yeah. This
there's a set of teams that are gonna be above the rest, I reckon.
come January, February, the league will be totally different. I think some of the teams above us, they'll be nowhere near. I think they'll be outside the top 6.
I think that too. I think the games that they keep coming, the teams with the lesser squads, with the less depth, they'll start falling away a bit, I think. I mean, you get the odd team that just sticks out, and but more often than not, the better teams with the better squads. And I class this in that because I think when we play well, even though I still don't think we've hit our best, when we play well, we're almost too good for the teams that we're playing against. That's not taking like Southampton, Leicester, because obviously they're probably similar sort of player depth than us. But a lot of teams, I think, will once we hit our stride, we'll be sound.
Yeah, I mean, we said weeks ago, like once we've played about 10 games, we'll sort of get the gist of the squad, and the squad will start merging.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget, like Jadon Anthony came in a couple of weeks ago. He's probably still learning the system himself. I think he starts against QPR, personally.
I think he will, yeah. I think he'll make changes. He'll have to make changes because he can't come up with the the reason, sorry. He can't come up with the reason, I don't want to change a winning team and then not change it again. He'll definitely change it. I think our team will hit another level when Jed Spence comes in.
Yeah, 100%.
Really think that he's going to make a massive difference to us.
100%, mate. He's a great player. Even though we've only seen like 5 minutes of him, he's got that youth. No, it's a disrespect to Luke Ayling, but I think he's past his best, and he's just a rotation player now for me. As soon as Jess Spence comes in, Anthony on the left, Rodon at centre back, and then don't forget you've got Patrick Bamford, who a lot of people slate, but his hold-up play is brilliant.
Yeah, he is. That, like me and Kev said, there are parts of his game that will massively become done. Like you say, his hold-up play. He's really good at doing that. He's really good at working the defenders and wearing them out and battling with them. And he's not bad with the ball at his feet either. Just as long as he's not in front of the goal, and we need him to go, kick it in. I keep saying this because I want to. Yeah, I keep saying that he's not going to score any more goals in the hope that I do the opposite jinx and he starts banging. But I don't think he's going to score.
Well, to be fair, he did make the prediction on Friday, and he almost got it right, just not the right team.
Yeah. Oh well, this is life. Take some, you give some.
And
You've got to take and some take.
It's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? Some teams take it more than others. It's just the nature of the beast in football. Like on paper, you could say this and that, but when it comes to the day, you've got to take your chances, haven't you?
Yeah. And we didn't make any chances yesterday. Not really. Not any that massively stands out to me. That's like they defended well. Yeah, a couple. Yeah, thought he was really quiet yesterday. To be fair, but that's probably down to the way they played.
I've seen some wild takes. People asking for Perot to be dropped, saying play him as a 9, but Farker likes to sort of Rutter and Perot sort of intermingle, don't they? And like sometimes he comes deep and Rutter goes past him, and vice versa. I've seen one person that goes far to say I don't trust Farker, and I was like, he's on something. He's on some magic mushrooms or something, because I don't know what he's been watching, man.
No, it's just I think people say a lot of stuff just to get some fucking attention, mate. If I'm being honest with you, they know they get people going on there saying what you're talking about. Just fucking watch the way we've been playing from the start of the season. Just watch the way we're playing. We haven't been at our best. We haven't had all the players that we want in. We've had fucking players coming in and out of the team saying they don't want to play, and we've still, apart from Birmingham, probably could have been a draw. We lost that, and yesterday was probably the first time where we just been the worst. The team was,
been outclassed. Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah,
first time I've been outclassed.
Yeah. I mean, it will happen again. You have to take into, like, if this was a team that had been together like for 3 or 4 seasons, and then they put a performance in like that, you could be like, oh, come on, what the fuck? You know what you're doing. This is bullshit. But you have to take the circumstances for what they are. It's a blip, it's a setback, and we will bounce back. I fully believe we'll bounce back on Wednesday. I think there'll be a bit of a response.
I think we'll, like, QPR aren't having a good time at all. They're not having a good time at all with Ainsworth, and I think we could potentially take his job and his jacket.
Just get you somebody. Yeah, to it.
I think your mic's gone again, mate. There you go.
Can you hear me?
That's better. Yeah, keeps just dropping in and out a little bit.
It's this fucking boom arm that I've got. It's not very stable. I just knock it gently, just like this, tiny little gentle, and it just fucks up. But sorry about that, guys. My voice is here. But yeah, I don't like the idea of saying that QPR are not in a good way and we should beat them, because we said that about Southampton. QPR are the best team in the league, and we'll do wild to get a point against them.
I'm really not looking forward to playing them. They are the best QPR ever.
Yeah, even better than when Trevor Sinclair was banging in over red volleys from outside the area. What a goal that was! Remember that?
Yeah,
Back
in the day.
Old Trev. Is he playing on Wednesday? Is he?
I think he's sub, mate. Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, fuck.
No, but I think we'll use this one to bounce back. I think, because if I'm off the eye test, I think that QPR is easier than Bristol. I'm sure it's Bristol we've got next on Saturday. But I think I'd want to be leaping into Saturday or Sunday, whatever it is, with another win under his belt, keeping the pressure on, getting the confidence back. Different managers, isn't it? Different.
Yeah.
I just don't want Southampton to be a blueprint for everybody else. That's my only concern. The Southampton game we can just brush under the carpet now. That's it. It's done. But
yeah,
even straight after the match, we're like, right, okay, we've lost, we've been outplayed. We need to learn his lessons. Farker needs to learn his lessons, because let's face it, he picked Cooper. Cooper didn't pick himself. He got that one wrong. Right, under the line in the sand. Let's move on. It's only lost 2. We've still got 35 games or something left. Plenty of points to play for, but 100 points or something like that. Something stupid.
Yeah, we'll get all of them.
Easy. We'll get more though. We'll play that good. They'll give us extra points.
Yeah, the game, like this Southampton game and the Birmingham game, they'll come back and say, you can win them now. You can have extra points.
Like,
that's what I like.
We've made a mistake. Voldemort should have got sent off. We're cancelling the game. You can have the 3 points. That's what they'll say.
Yeah,
I can see it now. Mate.
Well, and the West Brom game, they'll give us the extra 2 points. They'll say Malumba should have been off, and Asante punched the ball in the goal, so he can fuck off, little cheat. But yeah, win on Wednesday, win on Saturday, win every other game. Going up as champions, mate. I can feel it. I can feel it in my knees.
Let's do it. I can feel it in my shins and knees and toes and
you got
small balls.
One. Oh, okay. Oh, we're going there. Just got it in the knees.
I did say this was X-rated. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, who? It's going to be a bit of a shit one. So, out of all the players on Saturday, who do you think can come out with their heads held high?
If I had to choose, I don't know. I mean, because they're all relatively flat. Even Ampadu had I won't say a bad game, but not as impressive game.
Yeah, it was just. He was just overcrowded in that
Maybe.
one.
I want to say strike.
Yeah. I'll go Stroud. I
Fish.
thought he had. Yeah. Stroud. Stroud was probably the one that really fucking looked like he was on there a little bit. Go on, mate.
I was going to say that Dan James works hard. He does work hard. I'll give him that. But he's not a shot taker. He's not a shooter, is he? He's not a shot
caller. Not a shot caller. He ain't got all the hose. Who is he?
Mate, honestly, his shot would ski whiff like that.
Shall I tell you what? Do you know what? Do you know when I something happened in the game and I was watching it and I was okay up until that point. We were losing at the time. But I thought, we'll take a little bit of time. We'll get back into this. It's going to be no problem. I've got full confidence that we'll end up winning this game. It was a free kick that Somerville took. It was on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And he just kicked it across the field out for a throw-in. And I went, oh, all right then. That's what's happening today then. Great. Thanks for that, mate. You've just really...
I don't know what some of his free kicks. Some of his free kicks, like a bullet train in Japan, just like boom, or just like a floaty little feather, which the keeper just caresses as it comes down. There's no in between.
Yeah, no, it was.
Depends what mood he's in.
Well, he wasn't in a good mood yesterday, was he? Obviously, a little prick. So, if he plays on Wednesday. Do you think he comes out, or do you think Dan James comes out?
I think he'll put them to the sword. I think he'll put Rode on instead of Cooper.
Yeah,
maybe put Ayling in for Shaq.
I don't know. I still think he might be Shaq in.
I feel like he's got a thing where he plays Cooper or Ayling.
Because of the old sort of captain. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
I think Anthony gets his first start, and I think we'll see Bamford a lot earlier as well. I think Gray starts. I think he'll shuffle it up, and then Kamara's great with his feet. He just needs to. Let's not forget that we're a couple of weeks behind everyone else when it comes to footballing, because we've not had that much to embed, and I just feel like Kamara came in not so late. He's still getting his fitness up.
Yeah,
he went away with Finland, and I just feel like I'm giving it game 15 where everybody should be up to speed, barring injury.
Yeah. I think that's a fair amount of time to see your team and the best 11, how they play. I think that's a decent amount of time to judge whether we're going to do well. I thought Kamara yesterday, or Kamara, however you want to say it, I thought he was non-existent first half, and I thought second half he upped this game a little bit. I think we all upped the game a little bit, but it was almost like too late.
Yeah, damage had been done at that point.
Yeah, it was like, why not do this after the second minute when you concede? Why not really start fucking pushing then? Why are you waiting until you're 3-0 down at half time? But
yeah,
it is what it is. It's what it is.
We move on, don't we?
We have to. We ain't got a choice.
We can't play it again.
Let's go back in time and do that again, and do it properly this time, boys. Cooper, stand still. Don't fucking move.
As you were, Cooper. Everyone step forward if you're playing today. Oh, Cooper, step back.
Yeah. You do the moonwalk while everyone else walks normally.
Yeah.
He did do a great tackle again, though, to be fair.
Yeah. He has
in the second half. He does that. He does one really fucking amazing tackle every game.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I like it when you do that, but all the rest of the stuff you do is poo, so stop doing it.
He's 90% chaotic, though, isn't he? But you just don't know what you're getting. Like, Forrest Gump box of chocolates and all that.
Yeah. That's what it was like. It was like everyone else was at a level yesterday when we first started. Like, we were very chilled out. Everyone seemed very chilled and like mellow. Like, woo. And then Cooper is like a Jack Russell who's seen a rat. trying to get to the ball. Like, oh my God. And as soon as he went, I was like, no, Cooper, what are you doing? Oh, bless him.
Yeah,
I say bless him, but he fucked us up. So
it is blessing.
he'll know it as well. He'll know
with,
as well.
with extra talent.
It's good for Scotland.
Yeah. I'm starting for Scotland all day.
Sometimes when he gets to wear his kilt, it's good. So QPR Wednesday, mate.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. Like I haven't really paid attention to a lot of the teams in this league. By your Leicesters and your Sheffield Wednesdays and the teams that are sort of like around us in terms of region and ability level. So QPR, like I haven't got a clue where they are. I haven't got a clue who they've played. I know they're doing great, but I can't hear you now. Hello?
Sorry,
I can't hear you.
Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry, I muted myself like an absolute idiot.
We're taking it in turns to be silent.
We're taking it in turns, mate. Yeah. So the championship. So QPR are 20th.
Oh yeah.
That's not right, is it? No, sorry. I'm talking absolute codswallop.
It's the best kind of talk to do, Codswell.
Yep. Sorry. I know that they've not been having a good time. I know that.
No, they haven't.
Sorry. They're 22nd. So they're in the.
Oh, they're even worse.
Yeah, they were worse this year. So they've played 9. They've played 9, won 2, drawn 5, and lost 2.
So similar
That's
to
not
us
right.
then.
Sorry, I'm absolutely butchering this. I'm absolutely butchering
Good filler. You're extending the show a little bit more. It's all good.
So we've played that. They've played 9, 1, 2, drawn 5, and lost. Sorry, sorry. It's
That's what you've
it's
just said
this-
before.
It's 1 lost drawn, not 1 drawn lost. Sorry, I'm absolutely.
Danny used to be in
I
quantum
apologise.
leap. He keeps going back in time.
I'm sorry. I do apologise. I'm embarrassing myself. They've won 2, lost 5, and drawn 2. Sorry, I do apologise. That's terrible.
Okay. So they've lost 5 then. That's 6 on
Lost
Wednesday.
5. So these are their results. So they've lost 3-1 against Coventry. They've drawn against QPR. Fucking hell, sorry.
Fucking hell, mate. You need to. They're drawn against
I'm gonna-
themselves. They couldn't even
what they
beat
put in my
themselves.
drink. So
He made his own drink,
Yeah,
by the way.
Watford beat them 4-0. Watford beat them 4-0. Ipswich beat them. Southampton beat them. Sunderland beat them. And Coventry, as we've said,
Yeah.
and we've got them on Wednesday. The games that they have won is they beat Cardiff 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Great.
they beat Cardiff.
Beat Cardiff.
And Middlesbrough.
Oh, yeah. Middlesbrough starting to play well now, aren't they?
I do apologise about that. I would never be a telecom reader or a news anchor. I do apologise for that. I've just made myself look a right mutant.
That's okay, mate. I'll forgive you. Just don't do it again. So I think we should win then on Wednesday, then, shouldn't we? Should win easily.
The vibe is he should learn his lessons and he should demand more of the players. And the players should want to right this wrong, in my eyes. Because let's not forget, they came into this game 4 losses on the bounce.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. But we always knew that they were going to fucking
cup final.
They always knew. Yeah, we'll find out, mate. But I think we're going to do them. I think we'll bounce back massively. I think yesterday was just a learning curve. We'll call it.
Bump in the road.
Well, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take stock of it. I think the way Southampton played, although other teams have been able to sort of sit back against them and counter on them, we were quite like we pushed on them a bit more, and I think they had the counteract what we were doing, and that's all it boiled down to. I think we just couldn't deal with the way they were playing. But like I say, it's a learning curve, and I think that on Wednesday we'll put it right, mate. Definitely.
Yeah. So QPR, their last 4 games, they've lost 2 and drawn 2.
Yeah. No wins.
So,
no wins.
and the last 5 is as left to right. It's 1 loss, drawn, lost. So, in which order you read that, it's still favourable for us.
Yeah. And we're at home. We haven't lost at home yet. The crowd will be up for it.
Behind. Yeah.
Massively up for it.
The one is Ainsworth jacket on a pike.
They will, and it's tambourine. The one that's tambourine more.
Polish triangle on it.
Right up his bum crack. What score are you taking, Dan? What score are you going?
I want to go 2-0, but I think they'll just sit back. I just think we'll get the 2 goals later on. I think they'll just sit back. I don't think they'll want to come at us, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a complete demolition. I think we're gonna be at it from the first whistle. I think they're not gonna. I don't think they'll have a shot on target or even a shot first half.
So when they have a shot, I could call you an absolute liar, barefaced liar when they have a shot.
Daniel, what have I told you about this? What have I told you about this, Daniel? This is just what I think. I just think that we'll wanna put Saturday right. I think we'll have a lot of the possession. I don't think we'll give them the ball. Whether we completely bombard their goal or not, because I think we seem to grow into that. I think we grow into as the game goes on. Like against Hull, it took Somerville to come on and for us to start, ploughing their goal a bit more. That's where we need to improve on, going straight from the first whistle. I think we tend to finish games quite strong this season. I think we're stronger as the game goes on, the longer it goes on. But that's where we'll need to improve, is starting quicker and maintaining the dominance throughout the game. But I think that will come. I'm hoping on Wednesday we'll get a snippet of that after the loss.
Yeah, I think we'll bounce back. It's all about getting that first goal. Once we get that first goal, they've got to come at us then, and then we'll open them up.
Yeah, we'll open them up like a can of spam.
Ass and spam whoop ass.
Oh, whoop ass spam. Whoop spam. Spam ass.
Whoop ass.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah. So this show that we've put together today. We're gonna name it Not Another Leeds House, because we've got Danny here from Not Another Leeds Podcast, and we've got me from the Leeds House. So this might be a regular thing now on a Sunday, where we get Danny to come on, as we go on is on a Friday. So I hope you enjoyed Danny, and don't be mean to him, guys. He's got a hat, and he's got a picture of himself there, being massive with a dwarf.
That's me and my dad. Me and my dad back in the day with
Oh, look at that.
When I can't. I'm sick. Sorry, Nick.
I can see. There's Danny as a whippersnapper there.
When I had hair.
Have you not got hair now, Danny? I've never seen you without a hat, actually, mate.
I have. I'm not taking it off. I'll take it off hair.
You're taking off your hair, did you say?
It's further back. It's further back.
You got a 5 head? Is that what's going on?
I've got McDonald's arches, if that makes sense.
Oh, maybe I can cut some of mine off and you can sellotape it on.
That's why
you can do that.
On a night, I'll go around barber shops and I break in and just get loads of sellotape and rush across the floor, and I just collect it all at home. But I pick the gingy ones out. I put them back.
I want them. You know what you should do? Going to a barber shop that doesn't cut ginger hair for one. Right, going to a barber shop that does that. Get some sticky back tape and put it all over your bald spots on your head, and then just do like head lunges into it. Slide along your head on the barber, and then whatever.
Put loads of glue.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what I'm saying, mate.
just do a diving headbutt across the floor.
Yeah,
What's
what you got.
that breakdancing move? That breakdancing move where he just slides across the floor.
Yeah, so now you're on about on your head, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Do
just
that.
stick with it. Stick with that.
Yeah, man.
That's what things should do. Yes, mate. Oh, fucking hell, we've been on for an hour. Felt like it's been about
No.
5 minutes. Good times on you.
Well, we have waffled a lot.
But it's been a show that we had to do. Didn't really want to after yesterday's game, but we're here pouring out our love and our hearts for Leeds United. I'm still very, very. I've still got a lot of faith for this season. I think yesterday's a blip. I think we'll smash it. Danny, anything you want to add on to that game yesterday, or anything that you want to talk about before we go?
No, mate. I think we've covered it all. There's not much we can say. We don't play particularly well, but I think we've hit every nail on the head. Most of it. We're not tacticians. We're just people that love to watch Leeds United and talk about breakdancing with glue on your head in a barbershop.
It's the best part of football, that is, when you do that.
It's when you come to watch a podcast about Leeds, you don't want to talk about Leeds all the time, do you?
No.
What's wrong with people? Comments and stuff.
Yeah. Bold people sliding around barbers on their heads. That's what you want to talk about. Mate.
No Pyro rut this game, though.
No, he did try. He did try some skills, but he just kept getting booted, didn't he? Getting wiped out. That might happen a lot as well, because refs seem to be quite lenient on Leeds players getting kicked to shit this season. So
especially highlights as well.
Yeah, he just needs to toughen up a bit. Because he's going to get it. He's going to get it a lot this season.
Yeah.
That's the downside of being amazing, skillfully taking the.
There will come a time where he is injured, and we'll have to fill that space. Hopefully, he don't get injured, but you just got to prepare for it, haven't you? Or just give him metal legs, like an X-Men.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, let's just give him metal legs. Why don't we fucking give him all metal legs?
Just replace them with Terminators.
Can we write to Farker and say, I know you know Arnie Schwarzenegger. Can you have a word with him about this Terminator getting all our players turned into metal? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know why he knows Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why I said that. But
it was because he's Austrian. But again, Austria and Germany have a good relationship, don't
they? They do. That famous Austrian. What was his name? That famous Austrian.
That artist. You know, that
famous
painter.
Austrian.
Anyway, before we get banned and arrested.
Right. Guys, thank you for joining this. Sorry that there's only 2 of us out of 3. But Kev's a shitbag, and he'll be back. He'll be back next week. You have been watching the Leeds House with me, as we discussed earlier. I am John Candy. This is my fellow friend over here that's lost hair, Danny. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.